Welcome to this ICF Slalom podcast episode, part of the series running until the Los Angeles 2028 Olympic Games. We bring you the inside stories from around the globe from the people who make canoe slalom so special. Here's your host, John Gregory.
A warm welcome to our third episode of this special daily series. Thanks for joining me. We bring you a short daily episode guiding you on what to expect the next day at the ICF 2025 Canoe Slalom and Kayak Cross World Championships and a recap on the last day's racing in Penrith, Australia. I will be joined by guests including Olympic paddlers, teams and race commentators from around the world. Today I'm joined again by Australia's C1 2005 World Champion Robin Bell. Racing in Penrith started with a splash. We have the first champions and medalists from the 2025 Sydney World Championships. In yesterday's competition we witnessed the tight contest for the Kayak Cross individual event. Congratulations to the first world champions in women's and men's Kayak Cross individual. Winners were David Laurenti from Spain ahead of Joe Clark from Great Britain and Jakub Krejci from Czechia. And in the women, gold went to Elena Marks from Switzerland ahead of Aya Novak from Slovenia and Anna Satala from Brazil. It was the first senior world championship title for Marks and Laurenti. David had previously taken a silver at the Laseo Worlds in K1 men in 2019. So Australia's C1 world champion Robin Bell seems the ideal person to ask about the canoe class with a story to whet your appetite ahead of the C1 heats. Nico Gestan's final run at the Augsburg World Cup race, I don't know if you saw it online.
Yes.
Remarkable. Just a number of people commented that it was of the lug bill and Estongue kind of class.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard one to go through the different generations because it's so different in each time. Tony put down some amazing runs, and what Tony was good at though is that everyone makes mistakes, so there's no perfect run, but it's kind of as close as you can get, pretty much. But what Tony was so good at was that it was just did it time and time again. He put down those runs every international race, every World Cup he went into. He put down those runs. That was amazing. And Martin, he was a different paddler. He was, he had so much control over his boat and where it wanted to go that he didn't have quite the forward speed, but he had so much control over putting his boat just right on the inside of every pole that it was absolutely amazing. And his water knowledge is, out of control as well. So it's good having these two different paddlers, and they were... the only problem is I came through the era with both of them. Would have been nice to go through an era without them, but it was pretty good having to race those guys, 5 or 6 times every year.
But I mean, I've been the keeper of international results for decades, and in that period you were world number one, and in that period with Tony Estongue and Mikael Martikan, I think you were the only person that beat them at Worlds or Olympics almost through that entire period. I mean, I don't know, do you pinch yourself? I mean, that was amazing.
We had Stefan Fanmuller around. So it was me, Stefan Fanmuller, kind of racing it off for, kind of the third quite a lot of the time. He was an amazing competitor. And then Dave Florence kind of came into it the last kind of Olympic cycle. And then Benus was there the last couple of years as well. Tony, he's just amazing in terms of, like I said, it was just the repeatable performance every time. And no matter which race course you're on, he managed to work out how to lay down like a performance, like as close to, you never say perfection, but as close to that as possible. And, the French had such a strong team. I mean, his brother Patrice was such a good paddler, and he kind of I mean, he was a big influence on me. Lucas Pollitt and Patrice Estongue was a big influence on me, along with Gareth Marriott, in terms of style and everything like that. And Tony just kind of refined it and, refined what Patrice was doing and laid down these performances. And I mean, I felt sorry for him in terms of in 2000. I mean, he had to race Patrice, his brother, for the spot, and both of those guys probably would have got first and second at the Olympics in terms of the quality of races in their Olympic trials. So, it was an amazing story from Tony's perspective as well.
That was Robin Bell. He represented Australia at the Olympics in Sydney, Athens and Beijing. He spoke to us from Sydney, Australia. Following the canoe heats, we have the team races. 3 athletes from the same national federation racing slalom. Reigning champions from the last Worlds at Lee Valley in 2023 were Great Britain in C1 women and France in C1 men. So after the first day's racing, Spain and Switzerland lead our medal table with 1 gold apiece. In tomorrow's episode, we will recap on the women and men's canoe heats and preview the kayak heats. Thanks to my guest today, Robin Bell. If you enjoy the daily podcast series, tell other people, send them a link, like, follow, or write a review. If you need more, keep reading Itoria Valde's brilliantly insightful and eloquent blog. I'm John Gregory. I'll be back in our next episode, released tomorrow at 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for listening.
That's it for now, but please subscribe to the podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify or YouTube, and leave a review too. Until the next episode, keep it fast and clean.